Are you having a problems with how to audit your website to improve your SEO? In this video, I'm going to show you a practical and faster way to edit a website, and at the end of this video, you will be able to fix technical SEO issues. Hey, it's Al Gomez here from the Linkers video, where I help your business reach through results-driven SEO and PPC strategies. When you run a business online, you don't give your website a technical SEO much thought. We frequently neglect, and as a result, we do not devote sufficient time to resolving the problems. But before we can dive in fixing the technical SEO issues, first, let's define the technical SEO. Technical SEO is the process of optimizing your website so that the search engines can discover, understand, and index your pages is known as technical SEO. In other words, if search engines can't access, read, comprehend, and index your pages properly, you won't rank or even found in Google search. So to avoid making unintentional errors like being removed from Google index and diluting your page backlinks, I want to go over a proper way of doing website audits. The tools that you need to have for this SEO audit are Screaming Frog, Ahrefs, and Copyscape. These are an advanced SEO tools commonly used by SEO professionals. Screaming Frog is a perfect tool over here, and it comes with the free versions that you can download. Now, let's start by going to Ahrefs site's audit and click the new project. You can add your full domain including your subdomains. You can see that Ahrefs validates the URL at the bottom of the page, so make sure you obtain a 200 response code before continuing it to the next step. However, in order to make the most of your crawl, you want to make sure that you work on your robots.txt and sitemaps. Type your website URL into your browser with the robots.txt suffix to see if there are any difficulties with the robots file. If you see this disallow slash, it tells the robot that it should not visit any pages on the site. It could be a put up the way for a reason, or it could be an oversight. Sitemap are XML file that list of your website important pages or URLs. Sitemap also assists search engines like Google in crawling your website pages more effectively. Use the sitemap URL in your robots.txt file and upload it to Google Search Console to assist search engines in identifying your sitemaps. And finally, after completing creating a project, start running your crawl and you will have a dashboard with a summary of your website technical SEO issues. On your overview page, the health score is the first thing you notice. A high health score indicates that your site has realized its full technical potential. A low health score indicates that there is room for improvement. Most likely, these are broken 404 pages on their website. The Data Explorer will appear, allowing us to examine all the pages that are affected by this issue. In using Screaming Frog, head over to the Response Code tab and click the filter icon to the client error 404. With these pages, you have two options. First, redirect the broken URL to a relevant page if it no longer exists. Or second, visit each link to see why it's broken. Sometimes, the 404 error links has just a small typo, a space, or something similar that causing the problem. So work through each of those links, and once we've taken care of those problems, we can move on to the next step, which is your canonical audit. You only need to concentrate on updating your canonical tags because a page can easily have a numerous URLs pointing into it, resulting in duplicate content concerns on your website. We can simply address this by creating a canonical URL which tells the Google which URL is definitive URL and ranks that one instead of the others. Using Screaming Frog, set your sites on them, or go to the URL tab and scroll to the right until you locate the canonical link element where the pages are blank. You don't have a canonical URL tag set yet, but you should assign one. And if you already have canonical URL set on some of your site pages, make sure they are all set to the correct URLs. Next, our title tags. Title tags are significant since they are effectively notify search engines and users what the pages are all about, assist Google in determining the page's relevance to a user search, and serve as a ranking factor. However, because title tags are one of your website's most significant on-page SEO aspects, make sure you check for missing or duplicates. If you're using Screaming Frog, simply go to the Page Title tab and select the missing option to get a list of pages that lack title tags. All you have to do is give each of these pages a title tag, and after that, set the filter to duplicate and replace each duplicate title tag with a unique title tag for each page. Make sure to include your target keywords in the title as well. Although meta descriptions don't carry much weight in SEO, they are indeed one of the shines out here. A good meta description is vital for attracting people to your website, and more visitors equals to more clicks. If you're using Screaming Frog, go to the Meta Description tab and choose Missing in the filter to add a meta description to all of the pages, which will fix the issue. Then change the filter to duplicate. Make sure that in every section or page of your website, you have a unique meta descriptions. You all want to make sure that all of your website missing alt tags are fixed. Using Ahrefs, go to the site audit, then click the image and you will see the issue scroll in the dashboard with missing alt tags. Simply work through each of these results and write the scripted alt tag that employ variations of your target phrase to each image. You cannot avoid having the same content on the website pages. And if your website shows problematic duplicates, we will go here to view the affected internal pages. Using Screaming Frog, simply go to the URL tab and select Duplicate in the Filter tab to see all of those pages with duplicate content. Even though it's just a random set of parameters, Google sees it as two separate pages. Even though it's only one in this case, make sure you apply the correct localization tags, which will immediately resolve the issue in your case. However, we must also check for external duplicate material, which implies that the content on your site also exists on another site. This is the most commonly caused by using the manufacturer product description on your website. So what you need to do is simply copy the URLs from your website that Screaming Frog provided and paste them to the Copyscape batch search. Copyscape will examine your pages and ensure that your content is unique. Once the report is ready, you can see how many duplicate matches each URL has. Google intends to provide consumers with content that rapidly answers their questions. That implies a high level of speed. Make sure your site loads not more than 3 seconds is a sign that you have a good site speed. And because of the rise in mobile usage, website load speed has become a ranking element that should not be neglected. These are general steps that you can apply to any WordPress website to improve your Google site speed. The first one is to install a cache plugin. This is usually done by installing plugins like Swift or WP Rockets. This creates a static version of your pages that delivers to your website visitors. It minimizes the amount of data transferred between the website visitors' WordPress database through your web server, which results in fast loading time. For image optimization, I usually use ShortPixel. When a user visits a web page with an image, this plugin sends the image to the ShortPixel server and stores in the ShortPixel CDN. It automatically optimizes all the image you can upload on your website. There are 3 things to consider improving your loading time by adding a CDN like CLOUDFLARE, purchasing a lightweight WordPress theme or templates in Astra, and GeneratePress. Lastly is the backlinks. It's important to know the best and the worst websites that link to your website. So let's jump into Ahrefs tool. Looking at the referring domains report will unveil who links to your website. To find the low quality sites, add a do-follow filter and sort by domain rating from low to high. You will find all the lowest quality sites in the top results. Take note, low domain rating doesn't mean that a site is created for spamming. It just means that the site doesn't have a lot of backlinks or new website or haven't been optimized yet. There are some sites that link to your sites hundreds of times or appear multiple times on all pages of the websites. Site-wide backlinks aren't always bad. You can see this type of backlinks in the sidebar, footer, which are often the cause of paid backlinks. Link building is a broad topic to discuss over here and needs a separate video. If you need help doing website audit, just leave a comment below and I will help you out. If you see value in this video, like it and subscribe. Thank you for watching. God bless us all.